Welcome to Talking Book, Making Books Less Boring. Today, we're diving deep into the profound wisdom shared by Björn Natthiko Lindeblad from his years as a forest monk, where we'll explore themes of awareness, acceptance, and finding peace amidst life's uncertainties.
That's right. It's fascinating how his journey teaches us that not believing every thought is a superpower accessible to all. How does he describe this, and why is it so essential?
He puts it simply, what I value most from my 17 years of full-time spiritual training is that I no longer believe my every thought. That's my superpower. It's about granting ourselves the freedom to question our thoughts and not automatically identifying with them.
It's like creating an empty, welcoming space in our minds, isn't it? He mentions that this space allows everything to be as it is, which seems crucial for genuine presence in our relationships.
Exactly. And being present, or conscious presence, deeply affects our relationships. It makes us feel seen and trusted, adding a layer of pleasantness to our interactions. It's interesting how he contrasts outward success and happiness, emphasizing that true fulfillment comes from within.
And what about work? He mentions that a job should nourish a deeper part of us. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure, a job, what we spend our days doing, has to nourish and stimulate some deeper part of our being. He highlights that success often doesn't bring lasting happiness or genuine inner fulfillment.
The Sunday night angst is a familiar feeling for many of us. He talks about this colored by a dark filter, leading towards worry and anxiety. How does he suggest we deal with this?
He talks about locating the stillness within, despite the chaos of background thoughts. Meditation is a key practice here, even if just for a few minutes, to create critical distance from our thoughts.
That makes sense. He also mentions that while we have thoughts, realizing we are not our thoughts is fundamental. How does this realization help us?
It helps us cultivate inner freedom and dignity. Instead of being driven by every passing thought, we learn to direct our attention elsewhere, creating space for truer convictions and a larger part of ourselves to emerge.
And he emphasizes the role of intuition and inner wisdom. He says, the rational mind is a servant. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift. How does this perspective shift our approach to decision-making?
It suggests that beyond our rational mind, there's an intelligence not confined to our heads. Trusting this inner wisdom can guide us in ways that pure logic cannot, especially in times of uncertainty.
Acceptance seems to be a recurring theme. He talks about accepting others as they are, which frees up so much energy. How does this acceptance extend to ourselves?
He believes that compassion for others deepens when we extend it to ourselves first. By facing our own imperfections and accepting them, we become more capable of genuine connections with others.
Facing uncertainty courageously by trusting life is another profound insight. He mentions that doing less legwork and being less rooted in knowing can help us open up to the here and now.
Absolutely. It's about building trust capital by practicing stillness and facing what's hard without resistance. He talks about how this allows us to access a wiser part of ourselves.
There's also an interesting point about the psychological suffering being voluntary and self-inflicted. How does this relate to our thoughts and beliefs?
He suggests that most of our psychological suffering is due to clinging to thoughts, regardless of external circumstances. By not believing every thought, we can let go of the suffering they often bring.
And finally, he emphasizes the importance of acting from our brightest intentions and being what we want to see in the world. How does this shape our experiences?
By choosing to act from our brightest intentions, we influence the world we experience. Our actions and words reflect our internal moral compass, guiding us through life's journey.
It's been an enlightening discussion. Thank you for exploring these insights with us today.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding. Remember, it's about living in the present with trust and kindness, bringing out the inner beauty in ourselves and others. Until next time, keep questioning your thoughts and embracing life's uncertainties.
Goodbye, and may you find peace and presence in every moment.